Hey everybody, we are actually in the eye wall of a slightly stronger Ada. It is unbelievable. Whipping here.
This old job is always causing stress.
I'm touching the truck here.
All I ever do is work. I don't get no rest.
Man, I got some video footage.
Night is on the way.
Crazy. Let me see if I can get outside.
Down in trouble water.
You just wouldn't believe how much rocking the truck is doing. Oh shit.
Oh, man, drunk donkey, IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away.
We're in the eye of Ada here in Key Largo.
Among my friends.
Tremendous
I
weather.
swear the page goes.
I'm semi-protected here by my truck, so no worries, but semi-protected. I don't want to get the camera wet, but man, the trees beside me are completely sideways. I'm not sure what the gusts are, but definitely this is the tropical storm. I think we're seeing a little higher gusts. I got the back turn right now and trying to keep the camera from getting wet. We're in Key Largo. We're in the eye of Ada.
What's up, everybody? Who's rocking out there? I see people dancing. It's our Thursday tune. We have a song on Wednesday that talks about Louis. Our Thursday song talks about Thursday. It's perfect. A little bit of footage from Key Largo back in the day when it was Ada 2 years ago. So, hey, what's up? I got my contacts in. It's great. My eyes are back to normal. It's always a good thing. All right. Well, let's get going. Talk about weather. It's Hunter's Day today. So you get the privilege of listening to this little piggy went to the market. Somebody's look at. Does that not kind of look like him? Maybe a little bit with the ears. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, Hunter, I almost dropped you. He's 8 pounds. I can't even hold 8 pounds up. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. All right, so hey, what's up? This is the Daily Brew. We chit chat about the weather and the tropics, and we're pretty much every day now through at least October, Monday through Friday. We also stream when there's a storm at night and the weekends, but right now there's nothing. So we're just chilling. We got a little bit to talk about, but not a lot. We got a lingering front that's kind of playing havoc for everybody along the East Coast, down south. That's going to be probably the storyline the next couple days. And then the tropics quiet. So maybe little spots tomorrow, next week to watch. So I'll get into all that, right? Right. So it's already Thursday. Short week, right? Monday, everybody has a day off. If you didn't, I feel for you. My wife, Julie, Publix manager for many. She's been at Publix 35 years. But they had to work a lot of holidays. It was awful. But you just had to do it. You want the big money. All right, so hey, check it out. We are, the volume is a little low today, a little bit low, not big time low. Now it's back up a little bit. Turn your speakers down. So our Daily Brew brought to you by our friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We love them. Celebrating the Rays, Chris. I see that. And our buddy Eric's a big Rays fan. Dale. So go Rays. I know ABC supports all our local sports here in Tampa Bay. So we love them. Getting close to Friday. You know what that means. Yeah, Shelly, I messed you up. Now I got the volume back up. All right, so here's the Tropics. Let me just finish our goodbyes here. We get rolling, talking, chit-chatting. My Storm Chaser truck yesterday got the dang engine light. I got an appointment at the Chevrolet dealership today. Had a little rough idle. The engine light came on. Now it's gone, but... So there you go. Hey, what's up, Trent? Oh, what's up? Let me see where he's staying. Patty says her husband, 38 years, a meat manager. Yep. Great company. Great company. They've been good to us, for sure. Right? Let's see what else we got going on before we get talking. Hey, John Ferguson, we got YouTube rolling, so we are streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook now. 3 things. Hoping one day to be able to stream live on Instagram and TikTok. Christina Ritchie, yep, he likes to sleep in my hands. He'll eventually fall asleep. What's up, Joel Harrison? How's it going? Brian Fields down in Key West. Loretta Reed, good morning. Janie Wells, good morning. Renee, thanks for the stars. Kyle, thanks for the stars. Appreciate that. They add up for sure. Christy from Lakeland, home of Publix. Bill Strunk. Hey, Beverly. Good morning from Unionville, North Carolina. Lisa Hardy. Where does the time go, Loretta Reed? I know. It's already July. Can you believe it? My goodness. Can't believe it. All right. So, here's the deal. We got some weird thing going on above me. That's a big old blob of something. I don't really know what that is. We'll take a look at that. That was pretty impressive. I was trying to find out something to put on the old satellite above my head. So that's a live satellite look. Man, they've been getting... So we got a lingering front we're going to get into. That's just been bringing those amazing winds. South Dakota, 90-plus mile-an-hour winds. Yesterday we had 60, 70 miles-an-hour winds. We had storm in Cincinnati. So that was big. Good morning, Darlene Sheffield. Morning from Newfoundland. Awesome, Cameron Snow. Way up there. That is awesome. Good to have you. So I took some drone shots yesterday. The sunset here in Florida was phenomenal. I'm sure everybody saw it. One of those nights that the skies was just like orange. Morning, Mimi from New Orleans. Patrick, thanks for the stars, buddy. Appreciate that. Mike Soul, good morning over there. So the sunset was phenomenal. Here's some pictures I took from the drone. Just had that weird orange look in the sky. There's right when the sun was going down. That's looking towards Clearwater Beach. So it was quite impressive. But yeah, so there was. I got some good lightning shots that were down in Sarasota. They got hit pretty hard there toward evening time, so I was able to get some lightning, but it was too far away to really put on there. But the Weather Nation just tweeted me, and they actually are sharing my video. Let me show you real quick, which is kind of neat. So I need to start keeping my drone with me at all times. So let's see if you watch Weather Nation. Anyway, here is my video. That was the old drone doing a little. You see the lightning? That was cool. I did get a little lightning shot. Rewind it. Look right here. There's lightning. Check this out. Oh, it's right there, but you see it. Little lightning strike. That's looking south toward the Skyway Bridge. You can almost see the Rays Stadium. That little white dot, the Rays Stadium. And there you go. There's the sunset. Look at them clouds. Is that something else? So, Anyway, there was my deal. So, Sean talking about family there. Cool. All right. So, hey, the big news tomorrow. I'm heading up to Atlanta Motor Speedway. If you haven't heard, we got our logo. When I say our, you all, Mike's Weather Page is not just me. It's everybody. So we got a great opportunity to be on a race car. And that'll be Saturday's Xfinity race. The forecast, a little iffy, but I'm hopeful. It doesn't look like a lot of rain accumulation, but nonetheless, we'll be there all day. JD Motorsports, car number 4, and driven by Bailey Curry. I had a cool little Zoom meeting with the team in NASCAR this week and met the driver, Bailey Curry. So awesome. Can't wait. Grew up with NASCAR, and it'll be so weird to see our logo on a race car that's possibly televised. We'll see. I mean, it's awesome. Awesome. Great company. And it's all because this Habana Brissa is a big Florida company here, Sun Care Products, re-friendly, and they offered to put the logo on. They're fans of our page, kind of doing us a favor, and because they support what we do here at Mike's Weather Page and giving us the opportunity to be on a race car. So in return, they gave our fans a great discount, and a lot of y'all have been using it, MWP25, and that's awesome. So appreciate the reciprocation back and forth. But anyway, I'm excited about that. We'll be hitting I-75 tomorrow. If you see a green Charger, I'm asking all state troopers, all local Georgia sheriffs, Tifton, Valdosta, if you see a green Charger, be easy on me. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so here's the deal. We talk about this every day. This is what we talk about. This is what happens. Early season, May and June, we always get a system, and everybody's like goes into hurricane overload. All the media, everybody's like psyched up, man. It's hurricane season, right? It's all over the news. Everybody's getting worked up, tax-free holidays. And then we get this lull in July, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So then I get the bazillion comments, oh my God, the season's dead. Season's over. Bust. But could be, but look, July is the same as December. So we really don't ramp things up until the first part of August. So it's very normal to have that little bit of anxiety, let down. Oh my gosh, the season's here. Oh my gosh, the season's not here. I feel it on social media every year. It's just July. It ain't happening. Think back when Daytona had the Firecracker 400, which I am so. When I see somebody from NASCAR this week in Atlanta, I am going to cry. I'm going to whine. They can give me a pacifier. I'm going to be like Kyle Busch and whine. Don't hate me. I missed the July 4th race at Daytona. But they moved it to the end of August, peak of hurricane season. But we went, golly, 8, 9, 10 years in July. We'd never had anything in Tropics for July 4th in Daytona. So anyway, our season. And this was posted by Michael Ventris. He's a big MJO guy. Now, I posted a graphic this morning. Louisa, good morning. Good morning, Kitron. Somebody's offering a brewery beer out of Sarasota. Jason, I could try that. Calusa. Mary Carol Chapman, good morning. Still awake. Joe Harrison says the cops definitely don't play around. That's right. Bill Stunk, all you drivers retired. Very true. Earnhardt, we know. Senior. Believe it or not, I'm actually kind of friends with Carl Edwards and Tony Stewart. Hung out with those guys a lot growing up. Drank a lot with Tony Stewart. Might have passed out with Tony Stewart. But yeah, it's kind of sad, all the NASCAR guys. I mean, I remember Yarborough and Allison and Bodine and Bill Elliott. And God, it was such a great era. Ricky Rudd, Harry Gant. Oh, everybody had a personality. And I don't even know half these guys now. Unfortunately, most of them are just marketing talking heads and probably don't even know what a carburetor is. I don't think they use carburetors anymore. All right, so back to weather. I'm sorry, I get on these little tangents. So I posted this morning, and I already got somebody give me a hard time. Well, why are you using 3-letter words? We talk about the MJO every dang day. It's not like it's anything new. If you watch our little daily brew, we talk about the MJO. I'm not some guy was giving me a hard time about it. Like, well, obviously you don't pay attention to our page because we talk about it every day. Well, right now we're in a suppressed stage of this MJO. And it's going to be that way for a week or two. Doesn't mean it's not going to rain. Doesn't mean that there's going to be heavy rains down in Central America. Doesn't mean anything other than the fact that tall organization. Ooh, that might be my order. I got a new camera today. Let me show you that here in a second. A new camera. Let me see if that's what it was. Because that was Amazon. Amazon. Check this out. Look what I got. I got a 360-degree camera. Just arrived. Not waterproof, but it's 360. 360. So I got a GoPro mount. I'm going to mount it on the front windshield just high enough to clear my light bar. And I'm going to experiment. Maybe I'll do it in the back of the truck. So, but anyway, it's a 360 camera for storm chasing. So I'm excited about that. All right, but anyway, back to this MJO thing. All right, so everybody's talking about the MJO now. We are in a suppressed stage, and that generally means we have sinking air, which is so fascinating to me. We saw it with Elsa last year. Sinking air kind of chops off thunderstorm development from developing in tropical moisture base. It's all tropical moisture based, but when we have a enhanced version, thunderstorms have a natural lifting ability to form, creating more juice, more low pressure, more time to organize. When we have this suppressed stage, we'll have pop-up storms, quickies, and then they kind of die out quickie too. They don't have it, you need time for tropical systems to develop. So we get these quick little bursts. Even in a suppressed MJO, you get quick bursts of tropical juice. You see it. I posted 2 days ago, the IR from all the way down to Yucatan, Cuba, everywhere was popping. But it instantly goes away. It's just hard to sustain tropical formation when we're in a suppressed stage. With that being said, whatever I say, this is Michael Venture's page. He follows the MJO. This here is the U.S. So U.S. is right here. That's the U.S. Red and oranges are a sinking air pattern. But there is a big phase here, enhanced phase coming, and they go eastward across the equator. And here you go. Blue means juicy. And by the end of, middle to the end of July here, 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, we could see this enter. And that's a large pulse, a large phase here. So if you're wondering when the tropics might get really going, we could see towards the end of July, first part of August, as this sliding MJO comes across and starts to impact the Caribbean and the Atlantic. So there you go. 2 weeks from now, possibly. Anyway, I got all these graphics on the site too. If you go over here, right here, boom, on this part of the page, this is the current MJO. This is showing you that oranges and yellows are suppressed. And you can kind of see this next wave making its way over in the next 2 weeks. There's other graphics here kind of showing you the same thing. Here's the end of July. Green means enhanced. And then I have that link to Michael's page here. The 2 week forecast is right there. That's what that's a different one actually. He shared another one, but it's the same thing. There's your blue inching in on week 2. Very, very suppressed right now over us now. And then I have all kinds of other links on there too. So that's where we're at for that. So it could be a quiet week or two ahead. In the meantime, waters are bubbling, warmer every day, getting ready for prime time. And anomalies are warm. Upwards of 90 degrees now in the upper Gulf. Incredible. And there you go. So let's leave that up while we chit-chat for a second. Good morning, Lord Andrew over on YouTube. David on Mobile, Alabama. Good morning, Crafting After Dark. That sounds like you like either crafting, like crafts, or beer. Hey, Stephanie, great question. Cape Verde storms. I'll show you a graphic here. It's really neat. And listen, these downpours, Jason just mentioned a good point. Inch of rain an hour. There's not a lot of movement, so these things grow quick. Like you'll all of a sudden, boom, and then they're gone. But they rain themselves out. We had a bunch of these yesterday around me in the early afternoon. Pop up quick, and then they go down. So the Gulf right now, there is a little wave out here. A lot of dust out there right now. A lot of wind shear. But the Gulf is, if you look at things that you look at, the Gulf shear map is there's no Gulf shear right now. Green means light winds. Shear tendency is way down. The thing is, you got to have everything going in your favor for tropics to develop. And right now we got this high pressure area. This is tomorrow's surface chart. We basically have higher pressures in the Gulf of Mexico. So if you don't have a seed planted, it ain't going to grow. You got to have a seed. Tail end of a front. Tropical wave, right? Well, these high pressure systems are so large right now. These tropical waves are just going on west. They're too low. We saw that low rider with Bonnie. And then there's no fronts or anything. There's no anything in the Gulf to get going. So even though there's no wind shear, we still don't have any seed planted to get going anything. Now, next week, kind of jumping the gun here, but let's just keep that tropics theme going. Yesterday I did see this. So next week, all right, so we got back-to-back fronts coming. Let's look at historically. Two things. So all right, let's just stick to that theme. We do have storms coming later I want to talk about. A repeat pattern for the Carolinas, East Coast. We got another blob of storms coming, lingering front. Here's typical July formation. And notice the green here, really heavy. So next week, we actually have this lingering front that's going to kind of stall out Monday, Tuesday. There's going to be a final push from another front that might not give it enough time to do anything. But some small hints that we could have had weak low pressure rotation midweek next week from our old front. The Icon picked up on it. I shared it yesterday in the Brew crew. Still not any more support, but there is growing support. We could possibly see this, but it's between Bermuda, kind of like a nor'easter east. It's hard to. Other than the fact the waters are warm and this is a spot. And the reason this is green, these are old fronts that pop off the coast and develop. So that is showing up on some of the models. It's, like we joked about yesterday, hey, we get through all these names. Let's say it takes Danielle. Good. That's another storm gone, right? The more, I talk about this all preseason. You can have a season with 20 named storms and not one of them impact anybody. And it's a busy season. Last year was the third most busiest season ever. Last season, believe it or not. And Ida obviously sticks out the most. It was awful storm. But as far as the third most active season, other than Ida, do you remember anything else from the season? I mean, really? A lot of them just didn't end up impacting anybody. But, and I don't drink Baileys and coffee. I don't know why. It was funny when I was at ABC loading up for July 4th. I saw Bailey's section and I laughed out loud. Because you guys always say I'm drinking Baileys. Oh God, I've never could throw up right now if I had Baileys. So anyway, so we could see low pressure next week. This is all the ensembles picking up on it. So whatever. Now the other side of the let me make it a little smaller here. Let's see what kind of tropical percentages we got. There are a little bit here, not a lot, but let's go Gulf of Mexico. Let's go, I don't know, tropical Atlantic, I guess. Tropical storm. Yeah, see, there is some. It's pretty good Euro support. So this is 5 days from now. I was saying late last night, or maybe even today. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Nope, Tuesday. It's still a little far away. 5 days out. But we could see a circle. And what we could see is the NHC drawing a little arrow like they do, and then have that. So this is your tropical storm chances from the Euro. Obviously, depression is very strong. But again, I'm done talking about that. However, here's the Gulf. This is the other spot I was going to talk about. So this is tropical depression chances. There were a little bit of signs that we could see midweek, something like a weak low trying to form. That's the seed we talk about, right? So let's go to tropicaltidbits.com, talk about that. Yesterday's icon was really showing that scenario. Let's just jump right to the icon. Icon, I believe, does really good sniffing out weak tropical systems. It was the only one that got Invest 90 right. It did very well. I think all the systems. It did very well with Colin. It did. So we're going to show the icon right now as we talk about coffee. Hey, Jason, talking about fire department. Good for you working there in the fire department, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, lightning is weird. I don't know any stats. I do know it seems like it's in the news more. Unfortunately, we had that little boy here in Tampa Bay got hit, and luckily, I believe he's doing a lot better. But I don't know about statistics. Maybe there's just more building going on, so there's just more chances to have things get hit, possibly. But good question. All right, so here we go. Icon model. This is kind of what we're looking at as a possibility. So toward the end of the week, so this is kind of everything in a nutshell. Now we're going to get into this weekend. Today, let me get this going. Today, we do have storm chances today. Again, a repeat of yesterday. Pretty much thunderstorm activities all, but that it did drop down a little spot. We got a couple little spots for tornadoes, mainly wind, but thunderstorms can be popping again today. Yellow, especially dark green, and that's stretching down into Georgia. So again, we're going to see this big surge of moisture storms moving in again today. So it's a repeat pattern from yesterday. Storms afternoon to watch out for. Typical strong, and it's all being fueled by this cold front that's not going away. Here's your current surface map, and there you go. So there's your front, and this little front's going to drape off here with this possibility here, and a really, really small chance of that. We'll see. All right, so there you go, lingering front. So next week, here we go, weekend forecast. So as we get into tomorrow, more juice. This is today, actually. As we get into tomorrow, it's the same thing. More rains, more juice across the eastern states. There's that main low coming down that's actually, showing up pretty well right here. This is Saturday. And there's that lingering front. So this is Monday, lingering front. And sometimes we can get a seed planted. All right, so here's Monday. Here's the possibility of low. There's Bermuda. There's that first spot that's showing up on the Euro. But, we're just kind of watching the Gulf. Weak signs. And all that's really going to do is aid in moisture through the mid part of the week. So it's not really showing. Very broad low pressure system on this one. Now, yesterday's 12Z, this is what I was showing yesterday. A little bit of weak spinach. This is Wednesday, 10-11 millibar, 10-8. So, you know, there's our front. There's our lingering front Monday. Finally pushes its way south Monday. And, you know, the tail end of fronts sometimes get going. That's what sparks sometimes activity. So there you go. Outside chance. Icon's really the only one showing that scenario. But we'll see. Let's go to the Euro. I always like the Euro and look at the vorticity maps here. We'll see if it's showing anything. Here is Sunday. That's the 6Z. Here's Sunday. There's the broad frontal spinach, you know, and through the week, it kind of keeps it right here above land. So, but you can see broad rotation here across Alabama, and then it gets pushed off with another front that comes in the end of the week. So by the end of the week next week, we could have another front. There's a double whammy front coming in. This is next Friday. So we have two fronts. We got this lingering front now that's just hanging out over the weekend, and it's going to push its way south Sunday, Monday, and then it's going to hang around, and then there's going to be another front coming down midweek right here that pushes it out of here. So it's a lot of rain. Somebody posted they're sick of the rain in the south. Well, we got a lot of juice in the atmosphere the next couple days. Canadian, let's see, GFS showing Sunday. There's our potential low pressure off the East Coast Sunday. Lingering front here Monday, and it pulls something up into Texas, but that GFS is always wrong. There's no ensemble showing it. I've seen this being shared. Weak tropical, possible storm into Texas. When you go to the latest GFS ensembles, it's funny. It doesn't even show it. So, well, it did. It should one, I guess, or two. But you got 2 out of 31, and you know we've saw this with the GFS all year. It had almost all of its ensembles at one point north, and it was the only one, and it didn't pan out. So, yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean, all right. So there's an outside shot midweek next week. We could see this low, and I did see a couple of Mets talking about it. We got a general low pressure area down here, so sometimes they can pull something up, but man, very low chances of that right now. The Euro not showing any one of its members, not one. So 0 out of 51 on the Euro as far as this scenario. So take it with a grain of salt. On that one. So, all right, let's go back, slow down a little bit. Hey, Dave Waters, you're welcome, man. Thanks for watching. Everybody had a ding. Did I have a ding? Was it me? Oh, was it? Yeah, I'm sorry about that ding. Ding. I usually turn my ringer, I usually turn my dinger off. Shelly posted a question. Chris D asked, can a tropical system form from a single cell thunderstorm? No, not usually. Thunderstorms usually aren't low pressure areas. They start as thunderstorms, honestly. I mean, you're kind of right, but not like a thunderstorm. Not like what we saw this morning here in Florida. We had a big lightning display this morning. Oh my goodness, almost 10 o'clock already. Jeez, where did time go? We saw this morning here off of Florida. This area right here was really producing a lot of thunder, lightning and stuff, but it already fizzled out. Those aren't tropical waves or developing low pressure systems. So now when you get persistent blobs that sit over the Gulf, which we've seen a lot, large complex systems of thunderstorms, a larger complex, not a single cell thunderstorm, usually larger complex areas of thunderstorms. They generally start lowering pressures, and it takes a long time for pressures to start lowering enough to where you can start seeing tropical lows forming. So yeah, so a single thunderstorm, very unlikely. Usually it's more of a complex area of thunderstorms attached to something else. And again, like we said, we're under a pretty high pressure system right now, which 10, 18 pressure is pretty high. So you would have to have a pretty big drop and lower in pressures in order to get anything going. So anyway, so hey, listen, I listened to a lot of you guys yesterday, and let me pull it up here. I think I can pull my pictures up here. I think I can. Let me see if I can find them real quick. Checking the mail. Got a lot of mail. All right, so let me see. So we are still doing our giveaway with Furman. Free generator giveaway. However, since lots of you don't have hammocks, or like my mom, probably wouldn't be very healthy to be jumping into a hammock at her age. We're gonna kind of mix up the wording a little bit to your most relaxed place to hang out to celebrate National Hammock Day. So that means that's a good graphic right here. Shelly made me this. Let me see if I can make it a little smaller. Whoops. Let's see here. How can I make it smaller? Try to fit the screen here. So there you go. Hey, that's a great thing right there. So great graphic, by the way. It might have to change it up a little bit now, but this is the gist of it. I'm excited about it. So much fun. I wanted to share this more than anything. So let me show you this story. I got to get going. I got to do my car. Before Taco Tuesday, we went out to our park here in Oldsmar, and Sarah was my assistant. And we put the hammock up, and it was a scary moment because the hammock is so thin, and I'm not a little guy, So and Julie was laughing. She's like, "I want to see this." She was taking the picture. And I got in it, and it stretched, and all of a sudden it stopped. I'm like, I made it. And then we had to get Sarah in there, and she made it. So it was so fun. It was more about the memory. So there you go. But anyway, you're going to have a chance to win this awesome generator. It's Tri-Fuel. It's the one I got. Remote push button start, natural gas, propane, and gasoline. Tons of features on it. Unbelievable features. So they're going to be mailing that to somebody. And all you got to do is submit a picture. We'll have the official thread. So it's in spirit of National Hammock Day, but it'll be open to your most relaxing place to be. It could be Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville in a Adirondack chair in the Bahamas. That would be awesome. Or even your back porch, having a Bailey's. And we're going to put all the names in the hat, keep it fair, and there you go. Somebody's going to win a generator thanks to Furman. So we'll post that really soon. More details on that. It's coming. Good times are coming. Thank you to all our supporters that do wonderful things for our fans. And keep it fun here. All right, so here's your rainfall totals. Let's get through what's going on real quick. Daily rainfalls real quick, and then I guess we can wrap it up. It's been almost an hour. I can't believe it. Day one rains. Here's your day one rains. So typical Florida afternoon storms brewing middle of the state like we've been seeing. Storms brewing here across Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina from that surge coming in again west to east. Tomorrow rains. A little bit lighter down in Florida. High pressure starting to rule a little bit more. More rains for the eastern part of the Carolinas tomorrow. This is Friday. Saturday, yeah, hit or miss who gets what. But again, eastern Carolinas, you guys have been in the impact zone the last several days. hasn't changed. This lingering low pressure off the coast now will start getting off the coast here on Sunday, but you're going to have a lot of rain here across eastern states, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. Now that front starts to dip down here on Sunday, works its way south, and so we're going to see a little more rain chances in the Florida Panhandle. And then Monday it starts to fizzle, but there you go. Look at that. There's our frontal line Monday, and then we're going to see Tuesday if the little low pressure system can get going here midweek. If anything, it's gonna bow, and we're gonna see increased rain here for midweek as the tail of our front hangs around. And then here's our next one midweek that's coming. That's gonna push out this one finally, and do it all over again. Another model map that I like here is a blend of models for things like rain. Let's take a look at that real quick for the southeast. So this is a National Weather Service blend of models. We can look at 24-hour precipitation, and pretty much I guess we'll just click on the southeast because that's pretty much everybody. We're going to miss a little of Virginia, but here is basically what we're seeing today through tomorrow. There's your heaviest rains, obviously, across central Florida towards eastern Carolinas up through eastern Georgia. We get in through Saturday. Saturday rains, a little more isolated through Georgia. Good news for us, Greg, if you're watching. Not like all-day rain event. They're going to be very spotty storms, thunderstorms. Again, the heavy concentration on Saturday is the Carolinas and South Carolina. Saturday rains across Florida become a little less. Upper Gulf a little less Saturday. High pressure kind of ruling there a little bit. Going into Sunday, we have here, so again, heavy rain for Carolina Sunday. Our front gets a little more juicy here for Alabama, Georgia. And then as we get into Monday, our front starts to droop down a little bit, and we could have rain across the Florida Panhandle, lower Georgia Monday into Tuesday. And then there's that lingering low. We'll see. This is Wednesday. You can just see heavy rain. So development or not, this is our tail end of our front, and we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. That. If it drops a little farther south and gets around here, then there could be a brief little window like we saw with Colin, or a little something can pop up. So that we always talk about where to watch. Keep one eye open on that little guy. That's a one-eye forecast. Greg says everything's crossed, even my legs. I can't really cross my legs. It's kind of painful. But anyway, hey, listen, if you're in Atlanta, at Hampton, we'll be out Friday night, Saturday night, somewhere. Looking forward to that. So if you're at the Nascar race, I'll probably be wearing the old stable Mike's Florida Page shirt, the DD. So watch me for that on TV. So Brett, Florida Panhandle. Well, your best chances for rain are going to be more Monday, Tuesday. Kind of hard to see on this map, but yeah, maybe an inch or two. Here's your accumulation for let's go to the Mid-Atlantic. That doesn't really include South Carolina, though. I don't like that map. I wish there was one more. I wish there was a map that was Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. But there's not. But anyway, there's your heavy rain. This is through Monday. So here's your rains through Monday. Total rainfall. This is a blend of models. This is your rain through Monday morning. That includes Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There you go. It's a good little map. You should probably post that one. So, eastern half of North Carolina is still getting a lot of rain. A lot of rain. 3, 4, 5 inches of rain into South Carolina, eastern Georgia. That's your blend of models for rain accumulation through Monday morning. Let's look at radar today. I'm going to start flying my drone a little bit more, try to get some shots of lightning and stuff like that. Here is your radar for today. And as we get throughout the day, there's our storm starting to pop here, middle Florida again. And the flow again is west to east. So here's your flow for Florida. They're starting out on the east coast, central, and then they're making their way towards the east. Here's our storms tonight. Very not a lot of, even though we got a lot of storm potential here across there, it's not very, it's very isolated. So not everybody's going to get storms today. They're just, the potential's there because we have that frontal line. We could have some strong storms. And we had a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings yesterday. So, and there's a big surge here coming across Indianapolis tonight into tomorrow. That's a pretty big little line. Check that one out. Oh, man, there's that front. We're getting that final push. So here we go. Here's Friday, tomorrow night. Heavy rains across eastern Carolinas down into Georgia. And there's our last little push Saturday, 7 a.m. So it's just juicy, man. Anytime, any place, anywhere. No telling who's going to get it. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Morning, Melissa. What's up? Bye. Let's say last couple highs here, everybody. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Yes, Shelly. And yeah, appreciate it. We have a lot of people watching this now on other platforms. We have a lot of people watching the replays now. So it's pretty cool. Glad that people are finding us. It's definitely been good. All right, so that's it. That's a wrap. Cut a couple minutes short. I got to be at the dealership here in about 20 minutes. So hopefully the truck is okay. It's just a sensor or something. Richard, it's going to be a little rainy for you. Off and on. It looks like Monday's the heaviest rain. Everything else is just going to be kind of hit or miss. Nothing that's going to ruin any plans. It's just, that's the time of the year, man. You just never know. What you look for this time of year is organized systems that can linger, and there's really no lingering. The only lingering system we got right now is for East Coast, right here. This is our only lingering system, and that's our frontal line that's slowly making its way down through Florida. So, all right, well, hey, we'll be live tomorrow for the Daily Brew, and then next week too. I think next week's next week is Emily's World Series here, so I don't have the schedule yet. So it might be a little weird with some of the schedules next week, starting on. So this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we might have a little modified schedule toward the end of the week, possibly. But Monday, Tuesday for sure. So all right, Trent Hogg, what's up, buddy? We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day, Thursday. Taco Thursday? I don't know about that. Bye-bye.